We are not expecting the UN to validate it. We are not expecting Nigeria to agree. We are also not expecting you to agree. But you have the right to vote against it, because the right will be given to you as a Biafran. It is the only and the most accepted democratic way and means of doing things. And we'll give that opportunity to every Biafran to participate. And again, let me also correct this particular impression, because very soon they will say they want to conduct referendum abroad. They want to conduct referendum in another man country. Listen attentively how the Biafra referendum will be conducted. When I started announcing the referendum convention in Finland, he thought it's a joke. It has come and it has gone, and it was a success. Now I am revealing the next step. The next step is that we are going to build a portal. Now the Biafra Government in Exile National Identity Card also has a website. So our aim and objective is to make sure that every Biafran all over the world register themselves to Biafra Government in Exile, so that we can start building our database. It is going to be from this database we will give you access to have the right to vote in the referendum that will be coming. So those in diaspora, you are very, very important to us. You must identify yourself with the Biafra Government in Exile to be able to participate and say, no, you don't want freedom, or yes, I want freedom. And like I said, during that time, the last 3 days of this voting of referendum, self-referendum. Remember, it is called self-referendum. Those who have the opportunity to come to Finland will come to Finland. And we are going to stay 3 days to monitor the voting, counting the voting, transmitting the voting electronically, and then after that, we call the result. After we call the result, we will pass this result to the United Nations and to other international organization and body. Of course, we will invite them to be observers if they like. After that, we will declare Biafra. When we declare Biafra, we have many things to bank on. Remember that the declaration of Biafra means that we have actually weakened every Nigeria terrorist security apparatus in Biafra land. We have weakened the presence of Nigeria government in Biafra land. We make sure that by then, there will be no secretariat of Nigeria government in Biafra land. We make sure by then, there is no presence of Nigeria government. All the governors will be on the run. Like I said, this is just a brief of what is to come. Remember, what we are fighting for is now a fight of survival, self-preservation. It is now a fight for survival. The terrorist government in Nigeria do not want us to live. They don't want us to be alive. They want to, annihilate us, and we are not going to allow them to annihilate us. God have raised men and women to make sure that that doesn't happen. That's why you see us raising the army of thousands and hundreds of thousands of personnel to make sure we stand on our ground and defend our land with everything in us. On this note, we call on Biafrans all over the world, sons and daughters of Biafrans all over the world. If you know you have not supported this Biafra liberation up to this point, it is time you wake up. The opportunity may never come again. And like I said, very, very soon, we are going to start funding this liberation by ourselves. I will not need your money. We will not need your money. Believe me, everything I have said have come to pass. Very soon, we will not be raising funds again online. Very soon, we will not be coming every weekend to raise money. You know now, I'm not doing broadcast every day like I used to do. That time is over. I do broadcast now when it is necessary. It can even be once in a month, or not even, maybe once in 2 months or once in 3 months. What I want to be seeing is actions on the ground to make sure that our people are not victim of one Nigeria again. Before now, this is what they do to us in Biafra land.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafrans, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have a independence referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as we've done in South Sudan.
They formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people of Biafra.
There's been nothing in experience since 1960 to suggest there simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
That has been the fate of indigenous people in Nigeria. Today, it is no longer the same. I don't need to start showing you the videos of the Biafra Liberation Army, which I have shared on our Twitter page. You already have seen it. What I have come to say is that, remember, it is time for you to wake up. And the freedom of Biafra is coming. We are not backing down an inch. I am just starting. For that reason, we said after the convention, we are going to open the gate for a new front. And that new front needed you and needed your support. Just like I have given you step by step of what we're going to do. This step by step I gave you now may change. It may change at any time, depending on what and how the terrorist government respond to our measures. We will change, but our aim is to make sure we delegitimize them as soon as possible. So going forward, make sure you support and fund the liberation of your own people. Thank you. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra.
Assalamu alaikum. What is Nnamdi Kanu still doing in the DSF's custody? An order has been given from the court to the government that Nnamdi Kanu should be returned back to Kenya and he should be compensated with a sum of 500 million naira, but he is still in their custody. Why? Why? Has Nigeria gotten to a level that we don't have laws any longer? We don't abide by the rules and regulations given to us? If we are to break these rules, oh, what a pity to us. But now, it's for the government to do what is right, but they are not. Instead, discrimination, tribalism, ethnicity has become the order of the day for them. And I don't know what they are putting in the minds of the Southeast and the Northerners. Because we, the Northerners, are the ones being affected. Why? Because the people ruling us are from the North. I blame them. See, there is no way I will blame the Southeast if they think of having their own nation, with the way things are going, with the way our governments are taking things in on serious. Let me say it that way. If you are making us look, I never for once loved the Southeast. The only thing I had for them then was hatred, but I came to realize that this is not how it's supposed to be. Then let the government do what is right. If an order has been given, a order is an order. Let's abide, let's go by that order. Not bringing in discrimination, bringing our tribalism into our mind. Oh, come on. That is not what we are out for. And that is why we will keep fighting till what we are looking for is achieved. Please, this man should be returned back to Kenya, because he was kidnapped to this place. If I was being kidnapped, I would not be happy about it too. Let me be realistic and let me be sincere about it. Please, my viewers, share this video. Let it go viral, so that all citizens, all masses of this country will see it, because Nigeria is no longer a lawful state or a lawful country any longer. We have rules and regulations. Let's go by that. Let's abide by it. An order is an order, like I said. And we, the Northerners, we want to be our brother's keeper. We don't want the Southeast to see us as if we are the enemies. We don't want to be their enemy, and we don't want them to be our enemy also. So let the government do what is appropriate. Please and please share this video so it go viral.